Hello, my friends, and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Let me know how my sound is. I have kind of moved to a different input on my Rodecaster, and hopefully that should solve at least some problems. I don't know. We'll find out. For today's story, we're going to talk about Ubisoft again and Assassin's Creed Shadows again. There's a few things going around on the internet right now involving the possibility of them stealing, or well, not stealing, purchasing items off of Amazon to pass off as actual historical replicas for the game for them to give out at their gaming booth, and other issues including calling out the man who made the original book about Yasuke. But I didn't want to cover those just yet. I would like to see the information a little more solidified before I go ahead and put in my 2 cents. So instead, we are going to talk about Ubisoft's apology for stolen imagery in Assassin's Creed Shadows, followed by further call for revision of Collector's Edition art book by Verity Townsend on the Automaton website. On July 8th, Ubisoft apologized to Japanese reenactment group Sekigahara Teppo-tai, which I probably got wrong, for using their flag without permission in concept art for the upcoming Assassin's Creed Shadows, saying that the offending artwork will not be reused. However, as of July 11th, the Sekigahara Teppo-tai is calling on Ubisoft to remove the artwork containing the flag from the Collector's Edition art book. Oh god, they're going to say this over and over again. I'm trying, I swear. The Sekigahara Teppo-tai, literally Sekigahara Rifle Corps, is a historical reenactment group made up of volunteers who perform at Sekigahara, the site of one of the most important battles in Japanese history, as well as at other festivals and events around the country. They specialize in reenacting and raising awareness of how matchlock rifles were used in battle in feudal Japan. Back on June 10th, the X account of the current leader of the Sekigahara Teppo-tai posted that it had come to their attention that the group's flag had been used without permission in a piece of Assassin's Creed Shadows concept art. They contacted Ubisoft about this, and the game company subsequently issued the following apology on the Ubisoft Japan X account on July 8th. You'll notice they only did it on the Japan account and not the English-speaking account. Here is the post-translation. Notice regarding Assassin's Creed Shadows, we have been notified that in 2 incidences, the Sekigahara Teppo-tai flag has been used without permission in publicized concept art for the game. We were given the opportunity to apologize to the group, and they accepted. Except for its inclusion in the Collector's Edition art book, the artwork will not be used or distributed beyond this date. We deeply apologize for this matter. However, it seems the Sekigahara Teppo-tai group is not satisfied with the response from Ubisoft. On July 11th, the group leader posted that they will try to get Ubisoft to remove the image from the Collector's Edition art book. Here's the translation. The Sekigahara Teppo-tai members discussed the matter again. We have asked Ubisoft to remove the image from the Collector's Edition art book. I'm not sure this will be possible, but I've contacted Ubisoft through their support. Below is the image from the art book with a close-up of the Sekigahara Teppo-tai flag, contrasted against a picture of the real flag posted on X. And there's the flag. So yeah, you can see it's basically a direct ripoff. Damn. From the extensive thread of posts from the Sekigahara Teppo-tai leader, it seems that the group received many messages regarding the flag in Assassin's Creed Shadows over the past month. As an aside, the leader pointed out that the flag, which references military leaders during the Battle of Sekigahara, 1600, would be anachronistic in the game's 1579 setting. Japan would go through a lot of upheaval during the years between 1579 and 1600, as Oda Nobunaga and then Toyotomi Hideyoshi tried and failed to unify Japan. Tokugawa Ieyasu would ultimately succeed, becoming shogun in 1603, with the Battle of Sekigahara being an important decisive battle. In more translation, regarding the Sekigahara Teppo-tai flag, the design not only includes the name of the corps, but also the crest of the military commanders at the Battle of Sekigahara. These include the crests of Ishida Mitsunari and Tokugawa Ieyasu, so those who know about the Battle of Sekigahara will probably find its use in Assassin's Creed Shadows concept art strange. Criticism of historical inaccuracies and the game's portrayal of Japan have been rife on the internet since the very first trailer of Assassin's Creed Shadows was revealed back in May. However, the Sekigahara Teppo-tai leader pointed out in another post that they don't intend to take up the historical inaccuracy with Ubisoft, stating that the game is fantasy after all. They are solely concerned about Ubisoft using their flag without permission. What is important to us is that the flag design is recognized as belonging to the Sekigahara Teppo-tai, they posted on X. As of July 12th at 12:34 p.m. Japan time, the Sekigahara Teppo-tai leader stated on X that they have no progress to report yet. It remains to be seen whether or not Ubisoft will remove the artwork from the Assassin's Creed Shadows Collector Edition artbook. It's very unlikely they will. At this stage, I imagine they have most of those printed out, and they will not be willing to take the, well, one might say to take the L, the loss in regards to profits on having to reprint those all. With as serious as the Japanese take their history, it is not unsurprising that with all the outrage, the Japanese government has decided to begin investigating it, or at least people within the government are beginning to call for it. This article is on Screen Rant by Glenn Bunn. After many years of fans being extremely vocal in their desire for a history-hopping series to visit feudal Japan, Assassin's Creed Shadows is finally set to deliver later this year. While the announcement of Shadows, then called Codename Red, was initially well received, the game has been the subject of plenty of backlash and controversy since its first story trailer. A petition, which has now reached over 80,000 signatures as of the time of writing, has accused Ubisoft of having a lack of respect for Japanese history and culture, and has demanded that the game be cancelled or at least delayed until the studio has shown sincere research. And realistically, beyond the Yasuke issue, this is very true. They have so many issues regarding seasonal changes, what things should be blooming, what things should be harvesting, using the right characters, getting Nobunaga's symbol upside down, and these are just basic things. They say that they hired somebody, but who did they hire? You kind of got to wonder. While most of the backlash had previously been from fans of the series, the Japanese government is getting involved, represented by Satoshi Hamada. Hamada took to X with a series of posts to announce that he had been contacted regarding concerns about the game's portrayal of the country and its people, and intends to bring it before the Japanese Diet, which is the country's legislative body. The irony of calling a government a diet. Anyway, Hamada specifically noted that the concerns surrounding the potential cultural appropriation and cultural invasion in the depiction of one of the game's protagonists, Yasuke. So here's Satoshi Hamada. His first tweet says here, "We're looking for your feedback. We were consulted by a French game company about a historical alteration of Japan. The content of the consultation is shared below in the images. We have also quoted a post that appears to point out the problem with the game in question. We would like to hear your specific requests and opinions." Damn. I really wish I'd studied more Japanese so I could understand all this. "Thank you for all your feedback regarding the new Assassin's Creed game set in Japan. In relation to the above, another person contacted me for advice regarding cultural appropriation and cultural invasions surrounding Yasuke, a black man who served Oda Nobunaga. We will share the details of your consultation." And then he says, "Thank you for your many opinions regarding the new Assassin's Creed game series set in Japan and the history of Yasuke, a black man who served Oda Nobunaga. In relation to this, the following post from the Brazilian embassy in Japan seems to be a hot topic, so I would like to share it with you." This says, "Japan joins the Brazilian Carnival. The 2023 Samba team Mocidade Alegre, from Sao Paulo, won the championship. The team paraded while telling the story of Yasuke, Japan's first black samurai. Yasuke was born in Mozambique and brought to Japan in 1579, where he became a hero. Did you know this story?" Did he become a hero? I never heard about that part. So without getting into a bunch of the stuff that I would have to spend a lot of time using my phone to translate and seeing if I could get anywhere close, we're just going to continue with the article. The article finishes with, "Yasuke was a black African man who served Oda Nobunaga, but most of his life is still shrouded in mystery with very little documentation surrounding him. Therefore, Hamada notes that he will be examining on his portrayal in the game following Ubisoft's marketing, addressing Yasuke as the first playable character based on a real historical figure." I do find it very interesting that I don't know, does it tell us what he is? Is he anything? He has a YouTube channel. Is he actually a member of hold on. No, no, he is a member of the House of Counselors. Okay. So he is, in fact, a government official. That is good to know. I just like to check, you know. It's funny how game development is starting to cross more and more into these kinds of thresholds. Like, you can write a book on this and you won't see nearly as much backlash. And it's probably because not as many people read anymore, which is depressing on its own right. But beside the point, the idea of respecting culture, and realistically, there was a time and place where this idea would have worked. Once upon a time, I do think that people would have been able to create this type of fictional story, maybe not necessarily with Assassin's Creed, but somewhere else along the line, and people would have probably been whatever with it. But considering that there is so much right now just floating around out there, apparently the guy who wrote the book about Yasuke has been driven from the internet in disgrace after people caught him changing the Wikipedia article. I would like to see better sources on that than what I have right now before I go about reporting on it. Not that I'm doubting anybody on it. I like my sources in a neater bundle, that's all. And I will be very interested to see if the Japanese government actually decides to do anything about this. I know that they are far more interactive about these kinds of things than other governments. You could get away with portraying an American president, for example, as just about anything, which I'm fine with. But what do you think? Do you think it's a serious enough issue to get the government involved in researching the idea of, cultural invasion, or cultural appropriation and cultural invasion? It'll be interesting to see where it goes. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, guys. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notifications. If you really liked it, you can feel free to share it around, and I will catch you later.